Good afternoon, teachers. Today I'm presenting my IDU slides for quarter 3. In this presentation, I will be sharing the sketches of my final product, which function is to calculate an individual's carbon footprint and obtain data using gamification to raise awareness of carbon footprint and promote sustainable actions to reduce climate change. I managed to accomplish this by carrying out effective research and brainstorming from the interdisciplinary perspective of science and design. Firstly, we have the key concepts of relationship and related concepts of system or energy for science. We've learned that combustion for heat and energy is a factor of climate change, and that the mismanagement of technology from its over-reliance can escalate depletion and combustion of natural resources. That will lead to excessive release of greenhouse gases that traps more heat and increases the temperature of the atmosphere. Based on the ongoing issue of energy crisis, we face the overconsumption of energy and the depletion of natural resources due to the growing demands on those that are limited, such as coals, oils, etc. Hence, it worsens the environment quality due to the exponential pollutants. In order for us to prevent an energy crisis, we should increase dependence on renewable energy such as solar energy. Overall, science allows me to apply knowledge on energy consumption and conservation, as well as identifying the different activities that increase carbon footprint for an individual and a population, with the harmful effects of disrupting sustainability. Next, in design, we picked up on its substantial impact on sustainability, from the establishing of the value of a product, from its future impact on the society and environment. When a design is environmentally sustainable, it means that it produces less carbon emission and pollution from being created to being used. Design enables us to easily benefit from the aspect of globalization, which is the advancement of global integration of the economy, cultural and political structures. In the meantime, we can sustain natural resources without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. A few solutions are to use high recycled content, carbon sequestering materials, furthermore minimizing waste by designing in modules. In design, I managed to gain an understanding of applying the skills and needs of designing, such as accessing both planets and users' needs, putting more emphasis on ethical and green solutions, and refining the user's understanding of climate change. This is the storyboard of my product, which is an online game called Go Green, Go Earth. In order for this online game to be successful, I would use conceptual knowledge from science to generate my questions based on real-life choices. It allows users to easily assess their actions and impacts from their carbon footprint. Additionally, I will use factual knowledge in explaining different terms of climate change and ensuring the information given out is reliable and the calculations of carbon footprint are accurate. And in order for my product to be successful from a design perspective, I will use factual knowledge to apply my digital sketching and coding skills. I can code and sketch the game to be played in many different softwares and devices for convenience and exposure to more audience. This will allow the users to easily retain newly learned information. Additionally, I can use conceptual knowledge of design to analyze the importance of certain elements of the game which impacts the overall solution of the game, such as the goals and reward systems. Following up, the use of carbon footprint monitoring can result in promoting awareness of climate change and the environment. People will gain a sense of responsibility to their surroundings and their impacts of climate change easily. They'll be more cautious of their choices and daily activities, as well as gaining innovative ways to reduce their carbon footprint. Based on the evidence provided, it shows my electricity bill from December 2021 to January 2022. There was a decrease in energy consumption of electricity from before and after, with 800 kilowatts hour decreasing to 721 kilowatts hour. This was due to my realization of my carbon footprint and energy consumption. Thus, it led me to implement certain practices in my lifestyle, such as taking shorter showers, using natural lighting as my main light source, and unplugging unused electronics as an individual effort. This shows that acknowledging our carbon footprint can bring about the awareness and motivation that induce the cutting down of one carbon footprint and cause positive behavioral and environmental changes. Overall, I think that the game model can be improved on its design and function since the timeline of the modeling of the game was tight, so we could not explore the different styles and game methods, as well as we could actually heighten the function of the games into an app that can scan water, electricity bills, and access the area or state where the user resides in, so as to improve accuracy of the calculation of carbon footprint, as well as providing more suitable solutions. My understanding of disciplinary knowledge expanded because it shows that there's no limited extent for a subject to be relatively combined. It allowed a more diverse interpretation of certain knowledge that when combined has a significant impact. However, some aspect of both the science and design subjects can be synthesized, such as the definition of carbon footprint can be transformed into a speech bubble of a character in the game. So the definition will be more interesting. There are also some aspects that should stay separate for less complication to the understanding of users, such as giving in-depth information as options in the game. Generally, both subjects hold the same amount of importance to the purpose and outcome of the unit. Firstly, science provides relevant information of the game current climate situation and other useful information such as the impact of climate change, while designing allow the conveying of such information and ideas to be effortless and engaging at the same time, as different design can capture different people's attention. That's all for my presentation. Thank you for listening to it.